Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brewing with Jim.
And welcome from me, too. I'm Jim, and you're Joseph.
I'm Joseph.
Yes.
This is a show where we get questions from our audience about any part of life, whether it be school, God, the Bible, relationships, family, work, whatever. And we just try to provide wisdom, insight, knowledge from our own experience or from the Bible. And today's, of course, no exception. So what we do every week is we get a question. Today's question.
Okay,
Jim,
let's do it.
you ready for it?
Yes.
The question is, what do you do when you really like hanging out with someone, but not with their friend group?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's approach it this way. First of all, there's some definitions we probably need to come up with, like what is hang out, but spend time with and enjoy each other. I think it's really important that we look at ourselves introspectively and decide what is it that we're looking for in a friend, and what is it that I don't like about the friend group. Essentially, the decision that is going to be useful that we conclude about ourselves is, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And an introvert is a person who gains energy, restores energy by being alone.
Yeah.
That does not mean that the personality is withdrawn and meek and mild and shy and all of that. It doesn't mean that. It's possible to be an outgoing introvert,
yes.
And I am one.
I would count myself as one as well.
Are you?
Absolutely.
I need to be alone to revamp, to get my energy back. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like being with people.
That's right.
It does mean that being with a lot of people is tiring for me. Mm-hmm. I can work a room socially, but I'm tired at the end of it.
Yeah.
The opposite of that, or the distinction for the other people, is being an extrovert, and that is I gain energy by being around other people.
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm an introvert, and those of you who are listening are thinking about what am I? Am I an introvert or an extrovert? If you decide by your own observations that you are an introvert, you're not going to enjoy being in anybody's friend group. I mean, It's not the way to take a day off and have a good time. I think being in a large group of people is just inconvenient. You go to Disneyland with 15 people, one person has to go to the restroom and 14 stand around and wait. Or 2 or 3 decide to walk off by themselves and they're lost and where are they, and we should have set up a place to meet. And being in a group of people is not... I don't like the word intimate, but I can't think of another one right now. There's no heartfelt exchange of information or even discussions that
you might not
are
be all
meaningful.
on the same page.
You
about
might no,
things.
well, you probably won't be.
Right.
But nobody talks about it anyway because everybody is talking at the same time. They're over talking everybody.
Right.
If you observe. When I observe a group of people in a social situation or going to a picnic or a family reunion or any kind of gathering like that, they are really breaking off into little tiny groups of 2 or 3 people.
Yep.
And that's the tendency.
Yes.
That's my desire.
Mm-hmm.
I like being with people.
Right.
I like exchanging information with people, heartfelt comments. It doesn't have to be all gooey and let me look deep into your eyes and tell you how much I enjoy you.
Yeah.
But there is that factor of I want to be with people. Why do I want to be with somebody in a social situation? Well, Disneyland can be fun. I mean, when you... I lived before Disneyland existed, so my goodness. So I know that what fun it can be, what fun any kind of social event can be. Going to a baseball game with a crowd, you're sitting next to somebody or 2 people. I don't know what the questioner wants to know here, but if you don't like somebody's friend group, talk to them. Talk to your friend. And say, I enjoy you, but I just have problems. I just have issues with being with any group of people.
Yeah.
And his friend group may not even like them.
Sure.
Who knows? Okay, so that's where I would go with that. Talk to your friend. Conversation is the way to get these things settled.
Step, yeah.
You don't have to be friends with everybody in his friend group. I think it's possible that he's not friends with everybody in his friend group.
Sure.
If you define friendship as any kind of a closeness and a quality exchange of fun. And so, okay. What do you think? Do you like to be in large groups, or would you prefer to be?
I'm an introvert, but it depends on the group. So generally speaking, I don't like to be in like crowds, like masses of people that I don't know. I do enjoy social gatherings if it's friends and family, colleagues for that matter. Like I do enjoy that time. But
what
I do
part of that do you enjoy?
I enjoy I love making connections with people, and like a funny example. I remember my wife and I talking about this leading up to our wedding, and we're looking at our guest list. And I'm like, dude, I'm so excited.
You call your wife dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Far out.
It's there you go. But
I know her.
I remember. I know. Yeah, she's wonderful.
She's not a dude. No.
Yeah.
No, she's a lovely lady.
I remember talking to her, going, I am so excited for people from work to meet people in my family. Like this person and that person are going to hit it off. Or
that's interesting.
I'm so excited for, my brother-in-law to meet this guy, whatever, because like and I'm looking at the guest list and I'm just like a FBI detective with all the yarn across the corkboard, right? No.
So you're a friend matchmaker.
Sure. I
Yeah,
guess.
okay.
Anyway, like that stuff's fun to me. Like introducing people is fun. I also enjoy just catching up with people, getting a chance. I know you've talked before about not wanting to go to like the CVCS Christmas parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't go to those.
Yeah, and I love them. And my wife Emily loves them too, because it's this fun opportunity where it's like, man, I walk by you in the hallway, 3 times a week, but now we get like 20 minutes to like actually sit down and be like, how are you?
And who are you?
Yeah. So I do enjoy all of that. But what you've said earlier about what being an introvert entails is very true for me. I can be incredibly outgoing, energetic, social,
right,
fitting in and laughing and making other people laugh and like just being a big part of what's going on. And then we'll get in the car and we'll go home and I will look at my wife and go, good night.
Nap time.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. I'm the same way.
Yeah. So
Debbie is opposite.
Yeah.
She loves being with other people. It energizes her. If she sits down with just one person, she's polite and she'll be cordial, and there will be maybe modicum of enjoyment with the one person, but she butterflies from person to person in social groups,
right?
And enjoys that.
Yeah,
enjoys it immensely.
Yeah. To my answer to the question of you don't really enjoy the friend group, I think that there's a range of options. You've got plenty of things that can just be done. One is, I think, kind of what you said, which is you can talk to the friend that you really do enjoy, and using discretion, you can say, like, hey, I really like hanging out with you. I don't really get what these other people are up to. I'm wondering if you just want to do something. I'm wondering if you want to do that, break off and do something else. I'm wondering if...
Or would you like to have dinner because I'd just like to get to know you better.
For sure.
Yeah, and I can't get to know you I can't get to know about you in this large group of people.
Yeah. I think there's the other end of the spectrum to me, though, is if that end of the spectrum, let's call you're trying to make your way happen. The other end of the spectrum is sort of letting yourself go with the flow. And I think there might, in some cases, be a case to be made that if you don't like that friend group, for maybe just like personality reasons, or maybe you don't know them very well, maybe going along with them can actually reveal, wait a second, this whole crew is actually fun. That's possible.
Possible. I didn't hear that in the question,
Sure,
but
totally
possible.
Totally true. I think, though, we can draw plenty of lines, just to be clear. If that friend group is going out and doing things that are illegal, or if those friend group is going out and doing things that are unwise, or just like abjectly disrespectful, or like sinful or hateful or whatever, then like, yeah, don't associate with them. And in that case, I would actually go to the one friend that you do enjoy and say, hey, I'm not only uncomfortable with taking part in this stuff, but I'm uncomfortable with you taking part in this stuff. And I actually respect you.
Oh, that's an interesting, okay.
And I respect you enough to tell you that you should probably stop.
Yeah, well,
or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it to me, it's a range of options.
It could be the friend group has an interest. I
Sure.
mean, there are 4 or 5 people there who really enjoy looking at the leaves of plants. And
Right.
this is binnately compound. Have you ever seen one quite like this? And look at, and I just don't care about the leaves of plants.
Have you ever been the only person, because this has been me before, the only person in a friend group who's not like a rabid football fan? Because that's a thing where, I know that's too specific. I'm kind of, I asked that like.
Say ravid or rabid?
I don't know.
I don't have rabies.
That's
no.
Ravid.
Ravid
would mean
football
like intense?
fan. I enjoy football.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about myself here. I'm trying to give an example of what I think you said. I enjoy football, but I don't follow football.
Same.
I can sit and watch a game. I follow baseball.
Right.
Baseball is, of course, it's the same. It's the best sport. So who wouldn't? Yes. And I go to a curling match. You know.
Sure.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
I would sit there but I don't follow curling.
Yeah.
And
so that's the football like example is like my silly example of this, where it's like, and I've been this person where I'm hanging out with like a handful of guys on like a Sunday, and they are all glued to Sunday night football or whatever, and I'm just sitting there going, I don't really care about football. You know what I mean? But in that situation, I'm not going to stand up and say, hello, everybody, I am not enjoying this game of football that's on our TV.
That would be rude.
Of course. You go along with it. You have fun. You can still fit in. You still participate. You're just not as involved.
Well, you can fit in by there's enjoyment in watching the other people enjoy it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or asking questions.
Or depending upon how rabid they are.
Exactly.
Yes.
I've always used those words interchangeably, if I'm being honest.
Right.
Anyway, and that's also a
the charging pit bull is probably rabid.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, go ahead here.
In that situation too, like this, I'm a naturally inquisitive person. So in a situation like that, I might find myself going, "Hey guys, like, why are they lined up like that on the line of scrimmage? Like, what is this play trying to accomplish?" That's a silly and very specific example. But my point broadly is trying to participate in what the group is doing might reveal, oh, like these people are actually cool and like okay. And then you you follow that path long enough, then guess what? You might have more friends. I don't know.
The question may have been, I don't like the people in the friend group, or
Sure.
it could be, I don't like the friend group
Sure.
as an entity. And if it's the whole friend group, it's probably you're not going to, I don't know what don't like means, but I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. This
right.
friend group that I've been invited into socially is all saving money to go to the Curling Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And when and so am I supposed to? I don't want to go to the Curling Hall of Fame.
I'm going to look up real quick, just kind of in the background.
No,
is
don't.
There,
I made
Curling
that
Hall of
up.
Fame?
There can't be one.
I'm going to find out.
There is. Well, I think we're over talking about this a little bit, but
Do you think?
Well, yeah, I do. The idea of still exists as a strong standard here. Decide who you are and what you want out of this friendship or what you can contribute to the friendship. Why are you laughing? He's looking at his laptop.
The United States Curling Association Hall of Fame was founded in 1984 to recognize and honor individuals and teams that have achieved extraordinary distinction in curling or have made major contributions in the development of curling within the United States. It's operated by the United States Curling Association, yada, yada, yada. It is housed at the USCA headquarters in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Okay, well, that's one thing I didn't know, and I'm glad you didn't ask me
start saving your money.
To name somebody who is in the Curling Hall of Fame.
If you or your friend group are listening and you are already planning on going to Stevens Point, Wisconsin,
or you just decided now you want to go.
Now I've just added that to your bucket list. Let us know. brewingwithjim@gmail.com.
There you go. Okay. The serious part of this is the very little serious part of this, but the serious part of this would be decide if you are an introvert or an extrovert, and you don't have to be black and white there.
That's right.
There's a whole continuum of degrees of being introvert and extrovert.
Yeah.
But I am pretty much full-on introvert.
Absolutely.
Who has to socialize for a living. I did that as a pastor always.
Yeah.
The ice cream social, oh no, please no. I have to go to the ice cream social.
Yeah.
And the pastor is supposed to butterfly from one group to the next.
That's right.
And just include everybody and a lot of eye contact and smiling. And what, do I care for all those people? I do care for all of them.
Of course, yeah.
In a group, no.
Yeah.
No, because it's the group I don't care for.
That's right.
And the behavior of people in a group changes
That's
from
right.
one-on-one.
That's right.
I enjoy couple-on-couple going to dinner. Debbie and I, we both enjoy going to dinner with a couple. But if I have a friend who's married and I want to go to dinner as a couple, she is then forced to be in relationship, at least for a while, with the wife of the other.
Absolutely.
And with the husband of the other. That's just a cordiality fest. But she enjoys it.
That's right.
I enjoy it too. Going to dinner with 15 people, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Especially since I'm the oldest there and they want to hand me the check.
That's right. Yeah. Another thought that I'm having too is it's contextual, like on age, but I am imagining, just given our audience, given our setting, that I think is a good chance that a student has asked this question, that someone who is adolescent is asking.
Yeah,
this
we don't know
question.
where these come from.
We don't know.
No.
But with that in mind, picture average age of our students between junior high school is like probably 15 or something like that, whatever.
Right.
With that in mind, kind of coloring this question, I want to just name the fact that friend groups change all the time, and especially from a young age into adulthood.
Yes.
I don't want a 15-year-old, let's say, that's asking this question and listening along to our show, which, by the way, thank you for listening, to assume that this friend group is going to, I've got to hitch my wagon to them for the rest of my life.
Oh, no,
whatever.
you don't have to, no.
I can say from my experience, I don't keep in contact with any individual friends from when I was in high school. I'm in my early 30s right now, but that was the case even in my 20s. When I went to college, I slowly lost contact with literally, I think, everybody in my high school friend group over time, because you all just kind of grow apart.
I do keep in contact with some people I was in high school with.
Yeah.
And I do that. It's easy for us to do that now with texting.
That's
and
right.
All the technology. It's easy to do that. I do stay in touch with about 5 or 6 of those people.
It's amazing.
And we don't talk every single day. We don't text
of course
every day.
not. No.
But when we do, I watch weather, for example, and so we have severe weather in the hometown of one of those. I will text them.
Yeah.
And how are you doing? And burr, is it too cold? And and it's 81 degrees here. What is it there?
Yeah.
It's minus 20. So keeping in touch with those people is always, though, Joseph, one-on-one.
Yeah.
I don't text a group of people.
Sure.
I don't do that. I don't know that anyone does that. There is the communication on social media, of course, that anybody can, but I don't consider those personal relationships really.
Yeah.
And so make a decision on what you want to do with this friendship and use conversation. If you're really close to this person or want to be close or have fun or enjoy, just have a conversation about that. It doesn't have to be a heavy therapy session where you're discussing all your likes and dislikes and
of course.
How much of your personality is nature and nurture. And it's not like that.
It's not.
It's just I enjoy you, and I enjoy the way we talk to each other when we're together doing something fun, and the way we laugh together, and so forth.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love it. I think it's a good place to wrap this up. We've had a lot of great thoughts to this question. And
mediocre thought. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
What I want to get back to is that there's a curling Hall of Fame.
No.
The Surprise Gym. Let's go to the second segment. The Surprise Gym.
Wait a minute. What town was that in?
Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Stevens Point, PH or V?
V.
V.
Yeah.
Okay. Stevens Point. I will be on Google Earth later today looking for Stevens Point.
It is.
What does the building look like?
That's a good question.
What would the logo be for?
This is making for great podcasting. Let's go to the second segment.
Go for it.
We don't want to string our audience along for a bunch of keyboard sounds. Anyway, the second segment is a question that Jim doesn't know ahead of time. The question today, have you ever participated in a talent show? And if so, what was the act? What was the talent that you showcased?
Oh, as a participant?
Yes.
I can't remember that I've ever done that as a participant. I have done it as a judge.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about that then. That's fun.
I have done that as a judge. And the salient memory that just pops up in my mind was when I was involved as a corporate dude with a bunch of restaurants, and one was in Palm Springs. It was during the disco era, and and we were at the Palm Springs unit, big restaurant with a big dance hall and so forth and so forth. And there was a dance contest, but it was talent. I mean, it was not just go out and try to do. It was it was full on. And I judged that. Mm-hmm. And I had no criteria for judging it. It's just whatever you like and whatever.
That looked good.
Or that was impressive. Or
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Saying that just to every act.
Oh, well, no, I haven't been in. Well, I don't have any talent.
Sure.
So, what would I do?
Yeah.
Harmonica, accordion. I wish I could sing, but I don't do that well.
Sure.
The answer is no. I'm sorry, it's falling flat here, but
no, it's okay.
I've never been in a talent contest. But now we have talent contests on television. I mean, American Idol and
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent, and the music one, the singing one. I forgot the name of it. And some of those people are really very, very good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and I don't have that kind of a skill. I can sign.
I was going to say, what if your talent was just going up and doing sign language?
Well, there is. Performance signing is a thing.
Sure.
And songs, there are sign choirs that are choreographed that are really impressive to watch. And I could do that. I could direct that. I'm not a choreographer. I can't do that. But I can put all the signing together. That actually happened with, do you remember the show Glee?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, Glee.
Yeah.
I happened to know at the time the music director for Glee.
Wow.
And he called me and he said, Jim, we have an opportunity we have a need to put a bunch of people in a sign choir and sign a song.
Wow.
And can you help with that? And I said, yes. He brought a group of people to me, and by group I mean probably 30.
Wow.
people who didn't know all hearing people who didn't know the first thing about sign language. They didn't know ABC, 1, 2, 3. They knew nothing. In 2 hours, we had a synchronized sign of this song that he wanted me to do.
That's incredible.
I have a video of it over in the room.
Yeah.
And we put that together. It needed choreography, and I'm not the choreographer type.
Of course, yeah.
But we did a really good job.
That's incredible.
With that. And then the producer of the show decided not to use it. They wanted deaf people to sign the song and so forth, which is fine. And
of course.
Production-wise, that's legitimate. I get that.
Yeah.
I watched
Representative,
I watched the episode, and I thought we were better than... So I had... But I don't really have... What talent do you have that is for entertaining? We're talking about entertaining talents.
Yeah, I was once in a talent show. It was just in one of my classes when I was in middle school. And what I did was solved a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
That's my talent.
Well, if you do it really quickly, like 30 seconds, it's not going to be a long performance.
It takes me like a minute or so, like a minute plus, usually. I don't know how much you know about Rubik's Cubes. But it's
I have
a
nephew who is nationally ranked.
Wow.
He's in Wyoming.
Okay.
And he would sit around at the table at our house and just done.
Yeah.
Done.
So solving a Rubik's Cube, this is great content, is a series of steps. You do a pattern of movements to get to sort of the next like checkpoint, and then you can do the next series of steps.
You can see all that on YouTube.
Yeah. Now, what happens sometimes, if you're lucky, is you finish one step and you find that the qualifications of the next step are actually naturally complete. So you kind of get to skip a step. And there was one time when I was younger that I was able, just by sheer chance, and it's like the odds of this happening are very low, but I got to skip so many steps in one sequence that I did end up solving a Rubik's Cube in probably about 30 or 40 seconds. But that is not like replicable to me.
Right.
It's based sheerly on the ability to just say, I can skip that step. But I remember in that moment going, I can skip that, and that, and that. Oh, my goodness.
I'm not sure that's going to be a performance that's entertaining to people.
I'm confident it's not entertaining.
Fascinating once.
But when a junior high teacher says we're going to have an impromptu talent show, everybody prepare something, there's not a lot that, comes to mind. Anyway, I have a question for you. Are there ASL competitions? Like, do different interpreters compete to maybe go the fastest or to get, you know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
No.
Should there be?
No. Okay. No. Actually, there should not be.
Okay.
It's the job of an interpreter to convey meanings to someone who is listening and doesn't understand either the American Sign Language or the English.
Yeah.
And no, we are a facilitator of education.
Yeah.
Yes, I can interpret fast. Fast doesn't matter. Any kind of expression or communication to another person is like a sport. It's not what's thrown that counts. It's what's caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
So if my job is to make sure that you understand what has been spoken, let's say the source language is a speaker in English. Now, we have challenges sometimes when their word per minute rate, the source language word per minute rate, and pause placement skills are absent.
Yeah.
And then we just have this shotgun of words.
Yeah.
We're not translators. We do not translate from one language to another. We interpret concept to concept.
Yes.
And so I have to understand the concept. If somebody says it's raining cats and dogs, that doesn't mean feline and canine are falling out of the sky.
Right.
It means that it's raining very, very hard.
That's right.
And that's what I will sign.
Absolutely.
So we can compress a lot of words that are spoken quickly into the concept and interpret the concept.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. That's brilliant.
The difference is there are exceptions. financial reports at a business meeting.
Sure.
With lots of numbers. And those are just
You have to be
nightmares
precise.
for us.
Oh.
Not that we can't sign the numbers, we can, but they're usually rattled off at such a pace that I'm sure the hearing people are not getting them either.
Sure. Honestly, that's fair.
You just kind of let that flow around you and disappear.
Yep.
Without, I've told young pastors for a long time, when you're reading Scripture, slow down. Your word per minute rate increases when you're reading the Scripture because you're familiar with it, number one. And number two, you don't have to put a sentence together. It's together for you right there, so your rate goes way up.
Absolutely.
Remember that there are people sitting out there listening to this who may be listening to God's Word for the first time.
That's right.
And they need to absorb that and process it as you're reading.
That's so good.
So the same thing is true with interpreting.
Yeah.
In ASL. Now, what about if I'm not interpreting and I'm having a conversation with somebody else? The whole register changes.
Yeah.
I can be sloppy.
Absolutely.
And people understand. I can murmur
You get the
or
chance
mumble
for
when I'm
do-overs.
talking.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a different scene. But
Fascinating.
contests among no.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff. Thanks for exploring that with me. Let's wrap this thing up. This is a great episode. And we want to thank our audience first and foremost for this question, for listening, for participating in all of that. We have an email address set up for you, listeners, brewingwithjim@gmail.com. If you want to send us your own question or just reach out with a story or where you're listening from, please do reach out. We love reading those. Again, that's brewingwithjim@gmail.com.
It doesn't really have to be in the form of a question, though.
Correct.
If you just have a topic you'd like to hear discussed,
That's true.
give us that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you all very much. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
This episode has been a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools Podcast Network. CVCS is a Christian TK through 12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. Please visit cvcs.org/podcasts to listen to the variety of shows our students produce on our campus. You can also find all of our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and others. We would also appreciate you subscribing to and leaving a review of this show and the other shows on our network in your podcast player of choice. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to us, please email podcasts@cvcs.org. On behalf of the school, this is Mr. Jasper, the executive producer of the podcast network. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for more.